In this video, I'm going to show you how to add lipstick in GIMP using a simple, beginner-friendly method that gives your photo a natural, polished look. Whether you're editing a portrait for social media, a beauty project, or just want to experiment with photo editing, this technique is quick, easy, and totally customizable. And if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more GIMP tips and editing guides. Let's jump right in. First, open your image in GIMP. Once your photo is loaded, go up to the top menu and click Layer. Then choose New Layer. A dialog box will appear, and here you want to make sure Fill With is set to transparency. This is important because we want to paint the lipstick on a separate layer, so it stays editable and doesn't permanently affect the original photo. Then click OK. Now, to keep things organized, go to your Layers panel and double-click the new layer. Rename it to Lipstick. This small step makes a big difference when you're working with multiple edits, because it helps you stay organized and makes it easier to adjust or remove the lipstick effect later if needed. Next, we need to choose the lipstick color. In the toolbox, click the foreground color box, which is the top colored square. This opens the color picker, where you can select the exact shade you want. You can go with a classic red, a soft pink, a bold purple, or even a more natural nude shade, depending on the look you want. Once you've chosen your color, click OK. Now it's time to paint the lips. Select the paintbrush tool from the toolbox. In the tool options, pick a brush with a soft edge, such as hardness 050 or lower. A softer brush helps the lipstick blend more naturally and keeps the edges from looking too harsh or artificial. Before you start painting, zoom in close to the mouth. A good way to do this is by holding Control and using your mouse scroll wheel. Zooming in gives you much more control and helps you stay within the lip shape. With the lipstick layer selected, carefully paint over the lips. Try to follow the natural shape of the mouth and build the color gradually. Don't worry if it looks a little rough at first, because this is just the base color and we'll refine it in the next steps. If you accidentally paint outside the lip area, simply switch to the eraser tool and clean up the edges. This is one of the advantages of working on a separate transparent layer because it gives you full control without damaging the original image. Once the lips are filled in, the next step is to make the lipstick look realistic. Go to the Layers panel on the right side of the screen and find the Mode drop-down menu. It usually defaults to normal, but for lipstick effects, soft light or multiply often works much better. Soft light can give a subtle, blended look, while multiply can create a richer and deeper color. You should also test other blend modes if needed, because different photos and lighting conditions can respond differently. After choosing a blend mode, look at the opacity slider. If the lipstick looks too intense or too flat, reduce the opacity until it blends more naturally with the face. A good range is usually somewhere between 40 and 70%, but feel free to adjust it based on the photo. The goal is to make the lipstick look like part of the original image, not something pasted on top of it. At this point, you can zoom back out and review the full image. If the color needs more strength, go back and paint a little more on the lipstick layer. If it needs to be softer, reduce the opacity a bit more or erase small sections around the edges. Small adjustments can make a huge difference in the final result. And that's it. You've now learned how to add lipstick in GIMP using a separate transparent layer, a soft brush, and blend mode adjustments for a natural finish. This is a great technique to practice if you want to improve portrait retouching and make your edits look more professional. If this video helped you out, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next GIMP tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.